sunset's definitely out of the picture for photography this evening. However, that's okay because we are in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, at the site of the Gettysburg National Military Park. And the one thing that we do have going for us is fog. And being from New Mexico, or having been in New Mexico for so long, I haven't been around fog in a really long time. So I'm very excited for misty, foggy conditions. Look at those trees and the monument separations. I can't point. Ooh, look at that tree. Wow, lots of cool stuff. So I think we're gonna get out and stretch our legs. I've been driving for 12 hours and check this place out. So we're doing a little bit of a history lesson for Tristan. But I also wanted to do some photography. I don't know what I'm gonna do because we had planned on some sunset stuff. Brittany took the 24-70, so I am gonna be rolling with a little bit of overkill. I'm gonna be rolling with my 1DX2 and the 70-200. That's kind of the only thing that I could think of. I think what I'm gonna do is try to find some stuff in the distance and do some isolation photography. And then of course, probably I'll do some B-roll. So let's go check out Gettysburg and see if I can find any cool compositions in this awesome weather. My God, I love it. It's been 90 something degrees all day, and now the weather's finally cooled off and perfect. All right, let's go. Also, I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but seeing as how I do a lot of phone reviews on this photography channel, I think it is worth noting that I am using my Galaxy Note Plus. I'm using the front-facing camera. I just did another vlog where I used this only while I was scouting at Smith Golf State Park in Georgia the other day, and that was all in like really good conditions, like bright light during the daytime. So it's interesting to see how this is going to hold up going on right now, where it's crappy weather, the lighting is not that great, and getting worse. So this is all the phone, no moment lenses, no filters, no Filmic Pro, no microphone even. This is the audio straight from the phone. So this is kind of like round two, I guess. We're gonna see how it does, because I really didn't feel like setting up anything crazy. I just wanted to run and gun, last spur of the moment, shoot this stuff and not let the vlog kind of take over. So we'll see how it does. All right, one last thing. I guess I just noticed that I was just doing all of that in 1080p, but I just switched the front-facing camera to 4K. So hopefully that'll look a little bit better. I don't know, but now it's in 4K. Well, since Brittany took the 24-70 and I didn't feel like putting a wide angle on, I'm kind of challenging myself, I guess, with the 70-200 because this isn't what I would normally do. But if you'll notice the monument right there and the statue, I can't point at all, the statue right there, you see what I'm talking about. So framing it up with the 70-200, f2.8, ISO 640, 1/60th of a second. So 2.8 to, obviously because it's getting dark out here, but also for subject isolation, depth of field. I think that's going to look really cool. I framed it within that tree. Oh my God, horrible pointing. But again, you get what I'm talking about. I framed that tree around it like this, and I think that looks kind of cool. So I'm going to go try to pick out some more details. I have no idea where Tristan is. I think he's still on the top of that monument. But I'm also really loving the isolation of the trees in the background and the cannons. So there's, behind those horrible porta potties, there's some cannons. And isolating those with the tree in the background and then the fog, I think is looking really cool. So we'll see what I get. All right, well, this is getting really creepy really fast. This is now the Halloween edition. We made it to the Gettysburg Cemetery, And as you can see, it's already dark and I can't see anything. So I'm gonna probably not use the cell phone anymore. I don't know, but I'm gonna get a couple of shots. I switched out to my 50 millimeter or to my Tamron 45 1.8 on the 1DX2, and I'm gonna try to get some interesting shots of the cemetery in this very gloomy, creepy, Halloweeny mood and atmosphere. So I love all the rain coming down right now too. So to be continued tomorrow when we make our way up to New Hampshire. Okay, so made it to the hotel. A few final thoughts after shooting. So first thought, I've been awake for 20 hours, going on with 3 hours sleep before that, so my brain is a little bit fried. I didn't get to shoot as much as I wanted to in Gettysburg because we were running out of time, driving all day, and the weather really started coming in. It started raining, so when we got to the cemetery, I only got a couple quick shots, nothing fancy, nothing too interesting, but they were cool nonetheless. It was cool to at least go there and experience them, and like I said, the biggest reason we went there anyways was for Tristan's homeschooling, so just to kind of show him around Civil War stuff. I think that was very interesting. And that leads me to my next point was I was thinking earlier about like a lot of people watch like YouTube photographers, and even me, a lot of people watch me and other people for like technical settings and like walkthroughs and always expecting like all these amazing perfect images, and especially with like landscape stuff being set up on tripods and having like the lowest ISO possible and the right shutter speed and all that stuff. And I do that, of course. I mean, I'm a professional photographer. It's my job to get quality images. However, like I think people get lost in that kind of stuff and focus on it too much sometimes, and this was one of those cases where that definitely didn't apply, and I just shot for fun, and I shot all handheld, high ISO, and I did that for a couple of reasons. One is because I think photography in this case was kind of a backseat to why we were really there, firstly, and that was for Tristan. And I think that if I would have taken the time to get out the tripods and get the filters or whatever I would have needed, probably just tripod, not filters, but just take that extra time to try to get the cleanest image possible. One, that would have taken away from the experience. Two, it would have taken too much time because we were running out, it was getting dark. And three, this may sound a little pretentious, but I don't care because I'm tired. I'm shooting with a 1DX2, so I don't really care what my ISO is. I can shoot pretty high ISO with that camera, and chances are you guys won't be able to tell the difference. Maybe if I print a 3-foot image or whatever, or you're pixel peeping super hard, but honestly, you're not going to tell the difference. You're really not. And I think that is just important to note. Sometimes just technical specs are just the back seat, like it's about the story, it's about the experience, and take time to make sure that happens. And on that note too, again, with the fried brain, so I was doing some of this with my phone with the Note 10 Plus, and you guys, if you've watched my channel before, then you probably know, I normally don't, I do a lot of videos about the phones and stuff, but I usually don't use phones for my own content for this channel. I use my 1D for my main thing, my 5D, the big DSLRs, better looking stuff. But in this case, I did it for a couple reasons. I did it, one, because it's a new phone and people kind of want to see what it can do, and I want to see what it can do. But also because, again, I wanted to not deal with all the distractions of setting up traditional filming stuff and dealing with all of that, and just being able to, in the moment, grab it, go, tell you guys what's on my mind, show you around, that kind of stuff. Oh, I didn't film the B-roll with the phone, though. All the B-roll was actually filmed with the 1D. So, but other than that, all the vloggy parts, just being able to take it out, hold it up there, vlog with it, that kind of stuff really helped me just to feel like doing it, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have felt like setting up this whole stuff and dealing with it. But I did now because I have time now and I'm here, so I'm not shooting on the phone anymore, if you couldn't tell. But I was able to go ahead and do that and create content that I might not have otherwise done, and that's what I want to get through to you guys through all of my crazy sleep deprived brain ramblings here is that story is super important, and when it comes down to it, quit focusing on the gear, put the gear and the back burner. You know, you should always try to do the best you can with what you have, but just get it done and make those great stories and put them out there. Take those great pictures, film those great B-roll clips and the vlogs and everything. Just do it. It doesn't matter. You know, use your phone if you have to, use whatever you have and get it done. So, all right, I'm done rambling because it's super late and I'm super tired, and the audio in this hotel room probably sounds atrocious. So if you guys have any questions about anything that I went over, or any comments that you want to talk about the vlog, or whatever, let me know if you like this kind of more candid style, you know, with the vlog stuff and with the, you know, candid talking to you guys, because I probably plan on doing more of it, I hope, especially if it's well received. But leave that stuff in the comments below and you know I'll definitely answer them. So that's it. It's night times. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have new videos every week. Hit that like button if this video helped you out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.